Welcome back, you sexy,
Yes, sir.
amazing,
Sure.
magnificent,
I'm all in on this one.
articulate,
Beautiful.
phenomenal,
Jesus. That fucked you up good. Got him.
intentional,
Got him. It was intentional.
reluctant,
Not reluctant. I did it willingly.
succulent. I had to throw it
Ew.
in there. I had to.
Ew. That's a gross word.
Welcome back. We have a
Yes, sir.
special,
No.
special
No.
episode for you guys today. We're getting into Dan,
Dan to man.
duh,
The man.
Dan.
Dan to man. Like I said,
All
I don't
right.
know what we're
Well,
doing
what are
here.
you?
What are we doing here, man?
What are you
What are
doing,
we doing?
dude?
Those are
You're sp-
phenomenal.
You're
That was
supposed to be like,
phenomenal.
I say Dan, you say Dan, that ass fat. Then I say duh. Then you say dog
This is
fat
why
ass.
this is why you don't have any friends.
And
All
then
right.
you say Dan again, or I say Dan again,
Okay.
and then you
All right.
say dandadan, dandadan,
All right.
dandadan, dandadan,
Banger. Banger,
dandadan,
by the
dandadan.
way. Banger, by the way.
Yeah,
But
and
all
you
right,
say that's
guys.
not how you
We're
pronounce
gonna be
it.
covering episodes 7 through 12.
No, we got beef. Because the
No
last
beef.
time we covered 1 through 6, it'll be linked below.
Yes, sir.
He was getting on me for calling it dandadan, dandadan,
I fucking hate that so
dandadan,
much.
dandadan.
But it's a huge debate in the anime community. And if you think
It's
it's
not a huge debate.
dandadan, you're wrong. So
It's not a huge
I don't
debate.
know what to tell you guys. I really don't. I really don't. I don't know. The words, okay? Words are hard to say.
Just say you're a hater. Just say you're a
I
hater.
will never. I
Because
will
it's clearly
fucking never.
Dandadan is a great anime, and
All
I
right.
suggest everyone watches it. That's from
So
Chan himself.
that I agree. With that being said, I watched this. So we're finishing out the season, right?
6 through 12.
What is this show
Or I'm sorry,
supposed to
7 through
fucking
12.
be? What is this show supposed to be? Like, is it supposed to be like a raunchy comedy? Is it? Is that a category in anime? Like, I did no research. I cannot stress how little research I did on this thought.
It's
Right?
incredibly sexual.
Like, but it's like it's got that Fire Force humor to the fan service. It's
Yeah.
not like the same exact kind, but it's along those lines of where it's kind of goofy, the fan
Yeah.
service they have, right? And so
Yeah.
it's like I was like watching it and I was like, I enjoy the show. I like it. But what is it supposed to be? Like, how do I
You know
like
what?
I would assume it's a raunchy action comedy. Would you agree with
So,
that?
yeah, I would. That's actually a really good kind of characterization of it.
Yeah, like it's the best I could come up with.
But what surprises me the most about this anime is that it had immense hype. Season 1 had everyone bubbling, everyone buzzing, everyone saying, "Yo, have you seen Dandadan, 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 Dandadan?"
Yeah, it
And you're
did.
like, "No, I haven't." And
It go ahead.
I'm like, "Yo, how can a show when I finally watched it, first of
Uh-huh.
all, start off like that and still catch everyone's attention?
Right.
And then secondly, it continuously goes back to balls and dick and vagina and like penises and shit like that, and everyone is riding hard for this shit. Like
Yeah.
anyone I've talked
It
to that watched this show is riding hard for it.
it became like this weird overnight success thing because after the first episode came out, people were losing their shit. Like this is one that like I think there was a little bit of hype when it was coming out, and then it came out and the hype blew the fuck up.
It
Which is
did.
wild because I watched the first episode. I would say the second episode is where the hype probably should have started because the
Yeah.
first episode was super creepy. So I think it just
Wild.
goes to speak about the community
Super
and
wild.
just like how it
It
blew
was
up
just all
because of
over the
how
place.
freaking creepy it was, dude.
Yeah.
Like we this has been a very famous topic on this pod. I stopped halfway through episode 1. It
Yeah,
was
we
fucking
said that
wild.
on our
Yeah.
last
It's
episode.
I've
Yeah.
said it on multiple episodes, even when we're not
Yeah,
talking
when we
about the
went,
show.
yeah. That first
Like,
episode just
yeah,
hard to get
and
through.
it was just really
For a
hard to
normal
get through.
person.
And it's wild that the hype was built off of that first episode that I struggled to get through and that you even
Yeah.
struggled to get through.
Yeah,
You know what
took
I
a
mean?
break from it, which
Yeah,
is
like
why
it
it
was
took us
fucking
so long
it
to
was
cover
rough.
it.
But, it gets us to the real question about the show, which is why are these niggas never home?
Well, the real question or not the real
No, no,
question.
answer my
No,
question,
that's a good
motherfucker.
question.
Why
That's a good
aren't they
question.
ever home? Do these
They
people
are
not have a
home.
home? Are they
They
homeless?
they
Are we
they're at
watching
Momo
a real life
Ayase.
show about bums?
They're always
That's
at
the
it.
real question. Your
They're always
question
at
doesn't matter.
they're
This is the
always at
only question
Momo's.
that
They're
matters.
always at Momo's. What are you
I
talking
know.
about?
And the grandma is feeding them, buying them
You
uniforms
said they're
left and
never
right.
home though.
They're never home. They're at Momo's home. They're not at their homes. They're at Momo's home.
What is your point?
My point is Okarun and Isa. What's her name? Ira, right? Ira. Ira.
Is her
It's
name Ira?
Ira. Ira.
Hold on.
Yeah, look it up. But I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
calling her Ira. Um,
Ira, yeah.
yeah. All right, cool. But like I've never seen their home. Never seen it. I like in my life.
No, I don't who cares? I don't think they need to show Ira's home.
Yeah.
They didn't
Just
show they didn't show what's her face's
yeah.
home in Bleach, Orihime. They didn't show her
They have.
home.
Yeah, they showed her home a couple of times.
For how long?
Not very, but they showed it.
Okay, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Not
Because you're wrong. Yeah.
no,
I
that
know.
made
I
no
agree.
sense. Like, name the episode because I don't even remember it.
You
It's not
all
even
right. There's
rememberable.
like a fucking thousand episodes of
It's
Bleach,
not even
dude.
rememberable.
There's like 1,000 episodes. I
Get the fuck out of here.
apologize
He's
that you
like,
don't pay
yo,
enough
they
attention.
definitely. Oh
And
yeah?
then
Oh yeah, what was the episode
here's
about?
the other thing, right?
Lying ass
So
motherfucker.
not only are they never home, and not only is what's his face, Okarun always with Momo, but him and Momo are always like pining for each other. Did you pick up on that?
Yeah, they've been though. I mean,
I'm
that's been
like,
the dynamic.
I'm like, dude, I know it has, but it just continued through and we didn't talk about it last one. I want to talk about it now. All right.
You want to
I
talk
want
about
to
how
talk
they're
about it
just
now.
googling each other
Yeah,
and
it's like, dude, you guys spend all your time together, and then when you're not together, you're fucking
thinking about each
pining.
other?
You're pining for each other. Like,
Why
what
do
do we?
you like that word? Why do you say pining for each
Because that's
other?
what they're doing. They're pining,
Why not just say they're
pining,
thinking
pining,
about each
pining,
other?
pining, pining.
Why say they're
Eat a
pining for
dick,
each other?
dude.
Are you trying to show off that you read or something?
I don't read.
Well,
We can't
clearly
read.
you do, because I don't know what pining means. And I don't
Pining.
read.
They're fucking pining. They're fucking pining hard.
Who says that?
I do, and many people do.
Comedy Hashira does.
Dude, they're blowing up the chats. People love pining. It's crazy. It's
No.
out there in the streets.
But
Ask the streets.
can we actually get to where 7th episode left off? Because that's where we
Dude,
are.
we're
That's what
we're
we're
already
reviewing right
talking
now.
about all right, we can talk about that.
No, the
That bitch
7th
sucks,
episode
dude.
wasn't even close to Momo and Okarun wanting to fuck. All right?
Oh, it happened. It's been happening
That's
since
what
the
you're talking
beginning,
about
man.
right now.
I'm
You're
talking about them
them
pining for each other.
And I'm like, yo, the 7th episode has nothing to do with them pining.
That's accurate, but I'm just saying,
Where are we
like,
starting here?
dude,
Where are we?
we could start with this fucking weird, creepy bitch looking for her dead daughter.
Thank you.
Are we ever
Let's
gonna
start
get a
there.
happy? Are we ever? All right,
That
let's
was
start
the
there.
most depressing shit ever.
Bro, are we ever gonna get a fucking
you
happy
cry?
backstory? I didn't cry, but
That was hard. It got
all right,
close. I got
so
close.
so I didn't cry, but the first time I watched it,
First
I was fucked up for like a week. Like I was just
I couldn't watch that
depressed.
episode. I tried to go back and rewatch the episode. I think it's the 8th technically.
My guy.
I tried to go back
My
and
guy.
I was like, I can't
I
watch
I
this
literally
shit.
I got to that part and I just skipped through it. I was like, I can't do this
it.
again. I can't do this shit again, dude.
This is insanely
this
depressing.
Is fucking rough to watch. And even the fact that I got a glimpse of it just fucked me up for a little bit. But the first time I watched it,
Absolutely not.
Blackie, the first time I watched it, I legitimately was like depressed for like a week.
Yeah.
And this time I skipped over it and I just wrote down in my notes, can we for once in our lives get a fucking happy backstory?
Good Lord.
Like one time. I just want one time where we
Oh my
look at
God.
somebody and it's just an accident that they're a monster.
And the way they did it. Let's think about the way they did it. So they bring this crazy long-haired bitch in here, right? Just
Yeah.
random. You don't know
Yep.
anything about her yet.
Nope. Just
And
looking
she's
for her daughter.
Just my Ira. That's all you hear.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, she's a fucking normal human, fucking having the time of her life with her daughter. She's clearly a single mother.
Fuck, dude.
And,
I don't even like talking about it right now.
Oh my God.
Let's
The
hurry
series
up.
of random events. But hold on, let's talk about how random that shit was. It wasn't like she was a
this.
drug pin girl who
No. A
like
drug pen? Drug
you know what I
kingpin?
mean?
Yeah.
like was smuggling drugs and fucked up, and then the
Yeah.
guys who were smuggling drugs take her daughter away. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like
Mhm.
you don't see that. You just
Nope.
see you
Yeah.
should have been this, and beat she could get beat, and then her
Yeah.
fucking daughter gets snatched away, and it's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Basically, guys, what Blackie Chan is saying in his own way is that typically when shit like this happens to somebody, it's because they're involved in that world.
And yeah,
Like
and
they're
it's like, oh,
doing
you
dangerous
deserved
shit
it.
with bad people. And you're like, well, yeah, of course they fucking bad things
Took your
happen to
daughter.
you. You're like, you're doing bad shit for bad people and it's worth a lot of money. This was not the case. She was just a single mom doing her best. And it sucked. Like,
Single mom doing her best, and then she got
fuck,
fucked
dude.
over,
Like,
like
fuck,
to the
man.
10,000th degree.
Dude, it's the fucking worst, man.
Falling on glass,
I yeah,
just
all
walking
right.
around in the
Yeah, we
rain,
gotta stop.
just
Let's what happened in the
fucking
episode after that? This is
dancing in
fucking
the
making me
rain,
sad
just while
again.
bleeding and shit.
Dude, the dress she got for her daughter, she saved up so long.
Oh
Fuck,
my
that shit
god.
fucked me.
Alright.
That shit
Woo!
fucked me, dude.
Woo! Depressing.
Fucking sad. Fucking sad. Way to bring the mood. Thanks a lot.
What
Yeah, I'm so happy we
I
talked
mean,
about
is
7
this
and 8.
why people are really fucking with this show?
Yeah.
Because how depressing that
Also,
episode was?
also, that bitch Ira died. Can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah. She
That bitch
definitely
died.
died.
And they were like, "What do we do?" There, and she was like,
Turbo
fucking
Granny was
trying."
like, "Yeah, she's dead."
Yep. Nothing you can do.
That you could really do.
Yeah. She's like, "Yep."
If only
She's
she
like,
didn't die.
can you call 911?" She's like, "Why?"
Yep. Why? What's the point? She's
Bitch is
dead.
dead. Bitch is dead, dude. What are we
Long hair
doing here?
bitch is telling the truth. She's dead.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
was like, "The
Turbo Granny's
fuck?
a
This is."
thug.
Yeah, yo, for real, right? Turbo Granny didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Turbo Granny was on one, dude.
Yeah,
And
Turbo
then
Granny's a
fucking
bitch.
it's just like, fuck. Like, I was like, all right, so this her heart stopped. We're all trying to get her back alive. We're just not gonna address this. Like,
Yeah.
it was talked about once. At one point, she was like, "Did something weird happen to you when you died or some shit?" And
Well,
that was all they
and
mentioned of
let's
it
think
again.
about this. So Okaroon headbutts her in the fucking gut and
Love a great
KOs her
fucking headbutt. My
because he
favorite
didn't
thing
know
in
how to fight.
animes.
That
Yep.
shit was fucking hilarious. Where
Yep.
they had that moment in the fight.
Mhm.
He's like, I've never thrown a punch. I kick him. I've never. how do you kick somebody? Which I think was a little overkill. I think
I mean,
anyone knows how to fucking kick somebody. You
I
don't need to be a
agree.
genius.
Yeah.
All right. So that
Yeah.
was a little overkill, but he does it, and she comes back just ready to give up her soul.
Yep.
So it went from I want to eat you or kill you to, and I actually did end up killing you,
Yeah.
to now I want to give you my soul because
Yeah.
I got headbutted.
And then so another thing I want to talk about this, they call her a yokai, right?
Mhm.
Like she's a yokai. I'm assuming that means some kind of spirit or some shit
Yu Yu
like that.
Hakusho days.
Well, there's an actual show that is about, I think it's called Yokai. I would have to look it up. But I'm
That's
pretty
a thing,
sure
though. I think that's a thing even in Yu Yu
it is,
Hakusho where it's like the
it is a thing.
yokai and
That's
then like
right. But the problem, so this actually bothered me and I wrote it
spirits or some
down.
shit.
It bothers me. Animes, and it's not just like the yokai spirits, alien shit like that. Like animes have a tendency to call the same things different names in each
Mm.
universe, right? And so it's like some people call them ghosts, some people call them
Let's
spirits,
give
some
an
people call
example
them
here. You're
yokais.
experienced in this.
Yeah. So a good
Name some animes.
example, shoot, um, where demons, right? Demons. Um, let's say good example. What you call it? Fucking soul leveling. There we go. So
Hmm.
soul leveling. He goes into the demon monarch's place. He's in the underworld. He's like, "What place is it?" They're like, "Yeah, we got brought over here from the demon realm. We're all demons, right?" You go to Bleach, and it's not all demons. You go to the underworld. They call it Waco Mundo, and the demons are called fucking hollows, right? So it's like, can we just unify anime a little bit to make it easier for
No.
people? Can we just
Why?
call things the same things
You
just to
want
make it a
that?
little easier on people? You know, to be honest, I do. But as I was saying it, I was like, I would have to see it first.
That'd be a little annoying, no?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I actually don't know. I don't know if I
Let's
actually want that. So
So what if a hollow is the
I'm
same as
glad
a
I brought
yokai?
this up.
Let's
I'm glad I
switch
brought
it
this
up a little bit.
subject up, you know? Because
Yeah.
as I was saying it, I was like, "You know what? Maybe I won't like it." Because watch, they would do it, fix it, and then the second they take it away, I'd be like, Why are they naming everything the same thing?"
Yeah.
You know? Maybe I'm just one of those people who just don't like
Yeah,
happiness.
it's like it's kinda like the whole, like, power system thing, like, I like that there's different
Mhm.
like,
I mean,
in
yeah, I do like
there's
having
different,
different
like, internal aspects to it, so, like, Kai or Ki, I'm sorry, not Kai,
key.
Ki. So, like,
Mhm.
Ki in Dragon Ball is different than, like, Jujutsu Kaisen where it's the what do you
Yeah.
call it that he's using?
Oh, shit. Fuck
Fuck.
me. Oh, man, and
Worst example I could have brought
I
up.
know what it is.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you picked probably one of the most complicated power systems out there.
And I compared it to Ki from the
Yeah,
most simple
from the
powers.
simplest beat people up anime there is. Like, great
Uh,
job. Way to go.
phenomenal,
Yep.
phenomenal, comparison there.
Yeah,
But
but
I
I get
like
what
that
you're saying.
difference.
Yeah, I get what you're
And
saying.
demons to spirits to hollows to whatever the case.
Yeah, versus mana,
Um,
magic power.
right.
I mean,
I
I guess
like it.
there's something to that.
I like the diversity there, and even
Yeah.
like infernals. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of good diversity in
Yeah.
regards to like
Now,
enemies or bad guys in anime.
speaking of diversity, how did Okarun go from having no friends to having two bad bitches fight over his nuts, dude?
Clearly, they're the fucking
Bro,
baddest.
that makes me giggle so much. Like, this motherfucker is even working out like a fucking nerd. This nigga's got on arm weights and ankle weights, and
And
he's
he's
fucking hiding behind the he's fucking hiding behind the fucking thing, and he's fucking
two,
squatting and fucking rowing and fucking skiing in place.
four,
I was dying, dude. I was like, "Yo,
five,
look at this
100
fucking
squats.
nerd over here." He was like, "Yeah, I wanna get stronger for Momo, and I
Uh-huh.
just want her to see it. I don't want her to know I'm working, I want her to see it." And I was like, "Nigga, you are hiding behind the place. You should never let anybody see
Well, and
this. This is fucking embarrassing."
how much bullshit is it that he's denying Ira? How much bullshit? Because your average
Oh,
nerd, even if you're obsessed with one
who's your
girl,
pick? Who's your pick, by the way? Ira
Momo, of
or
course. Momo, of course.
Yeah, it's gotta
She's
be,
hella
right?
aggressive.
It's
She's
gotta
just,
be. I
but
love
like
it.
aggressive in like not like a toga way. You know what I mean? Like,
Toga's a crazy way. Yeah,
right.
that bitch wild.
But she's aggressive,
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
So,
I
but
like it.
Momo's aggressive, but like
Yeah, I'm a
in a
fan.
more like fan way.
And
You know
more
what
like a
I'm
way, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that
saying?
that clears it up. That
You
clears it up
know
perfectly. Oh, yeah.
what
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying?
Fucking
Anyway,
elegant with words as always.
that's what I do.
Yep.
That's what I do.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I didn't believe for a second that any nerd to that degree, to Okarun's degree, would
Yeah.
deny Ira, even if he's obsessed with Momo.
Yeah.
There's no
No.
nerd that would have
No.
denied Ira.
Nope, not a chance. And on top of that, if you're in high school, which you would just take whatever's given to you.
Exactly.
You would take whatever's given
Exactly.
to you. And it's funny because they actually, for the most part, they do a pretty good job of
Of being high
portraying.
schoolers.
Yeah, of, like, the rumors spreading, the embarrassment they feel, the way they all act towards each other, the way they fucking don't understand what each other's saying. I'm like, "This is all high school shit." Like, instead of just talking to people, you guys hold it in and just treat someone badly. You're like, "Oh, Imma treat him badly," instead of telling him he hurt me or anything like this. Like, they do such a good job.
100% high schoolers.
They do such a good job of making them seem like high
And
schoolers.
fucking Gigi,
It
bringing in Gigi, he's the most high school character I've ever seen.
I
Where he's like,
fucking
"Uh,
I
you are
fucking I
amazing.
fucking hate I fucking hate Gigi.
Hey, you are awesome.
Oh, who's this cutie pie
Who's
right
this
here?
little
You
cutie?"
gotta slip me them digits. I fucking hate him. I hate him so much. I hate him. I hate him with a passion. Oh
Oh
my
my
god, he
god.
fucking sucks.
That man is a high schooler.
Yep.
Gigi
But
is a perfectly written high schooler.
yeah, but they do a great job of doing that shit. They do a great job of all that stuff. Even like the awkward
I am
dynamics of
Momo's
them.
best friend. Growing up. This dude's so
Fucking salute.
extra.
Fucking saluting. He is
Hello,
super
everyone in
extra.
the class. I am the most best friend growing up, and I'm glad to be here. All
Yeah.
right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But it's like fucking God, you threw me off so much. I fucking hate that dude
Gigi at its
so
finest.
goddamn much,
That's
dude.
what he does.
Yeah. But it's like they do such a good job. Even like, but Ira, that bitch is fucking crazy. I don't care what anyone says. No one
All
can
right,
convince me
before or after the
otherwise.
power?
Before and after. That bitch is crazy. Like, even at the end, remember when she's, like, leaving at the end, and she's like, "Oh my god, why do I feel this way? It'll never work. He's a demon and you're a human. You gotta give up these feelings you have about him." I was like, "This bitch is fucking wild, dude." She
She's
truly believes
horny as
that.
hell.
She's like, "I'm the chosen one. I was chosen to fucking
Well, I
destroy
love how she
Momo," and
yeah, I was about to
I
say,
was
I
like,
love how she always goes back to, "I know you guys are fucking demons."
yeah. I'm like, "This bitch is fucking crazy, dude." Like, this why are we not, like,
But you're
showing,
in love
like
with him? Like,
yeah,
what
like,
the fuck
she's
is
like, "But
going
he's a
on?
demon. Oh my god,
Uh,
what do I do?" And she was like, she's like, "I'll save you because I love you." Like, I was like, "Yo, someone needs to talk to her because bitch
I
is
love
off the
the awkward
meds."
tension between Okaroon and
Another thing,
Momo,
they do a good job of showing tension
like the awkward
without telling.
sexual
You
tension.
know, like we talk about one of our hates, and I know I bring it up more, but you always second it. One of our hates is when like in Soul Leveling, they tell but don't show. They're like that
Right.
person's an S rank and they're strong, but they don't show them being that strong, right?
They
This
don't tell
this
you
job,
that
this
they're
job,
jealous or
this show,
shy.
yep,
They show you.
this show does a great job of showing you that, which it's actually really hard to do when you think about because they're showing you is unspoken tension.
And didn't you love the way that they showed Momo's perspective first? They showed
Yeah.
Momo's perspective of her
Mhm.
catching Okaroon and Ira,
Yeah, he's
and then
definitely
and then
in
they
no world is
flip
he not kissing that bitch, dude. In
immediately
no
though.
world.
I mean, the animation quality in this transition was fucking phenomenal. Where they showed that
Uh-huh.
perspective of her seeing it and him just
Yeah.
over, and then it fucking goes like this, and it shows you, oh, okay, this is
I
what
didn't pick
led to
up on
that.
that. It did do that.
And
Yeah.
it was
That's fucking cool. Yeah, I
one
didn't
of
pick
the
up on that. That's a great
smoothest
catch.
animation transitions, and it was instant, and it was right into it kept you engaged.
It did. Yeah,
It didn't there was
I didn't think about that at all.
and
And
they
he straight up stiff arm and mushed the shit out that bitch. He was
no!
like, "Ugh." Okay,
Her cute ass just trying to kiss
right.
you.
Sir, any high school boy you've ever met, any one of them, or any one of them turning down that kiss if they're single, I would
Nope.
argue, all right,
Skip. No.
sec
No, skip.
nice. Tell me if you second this, right? So not only would not one
Ocho.
single high school kid
Go ahead.
give a pass on that kiss,
Mhm.
along with mushing her, that's fucking wild. Do you know how disrespectful a mush is when someone's coming to kiss you? That's fucking out of control. That means you don't want to be touched by them, so you mush them. Anyways, the point, I would argue that in high school, 75% of boys, no, 90% of
99.
guys, 90% of guys with a girlfriend would still kiss her.
I don't know about with a girlfriend.
90% of the guys you met in high school, you're saying 9 out of 10. That's 9 out of
With a
10.
girlfriend? With already a girlfriend? I don't know.
They're in the back, no one can see them. 9 out of 10.
Yeah, maybe if maybe in a different area.
All right,
Maybe in a different
let's put
area.
it this
Not
way.
at school. You know
Let's
what
put
I
it this
mean?
way.
Like if they're at like a
Over
house party
over
and then
under
they do it
7. Are you taking the over or the under?
on still kissing her outside of the school or inside of the school?
Where they were.
Inside of the school in the
Yeah.
courtyard?
Yep, over under
Absolutely
7.
not.
Over under
Under.
7. Under 7.
Under for guys who have a girlfriend. At the school
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
courtyard,
yep, yep.
under for guys who have the 7.
Even
But
though no one can see them.
outside of the school, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about inside the school. That's dangerous. But outside of the school, I would have said definitely over. And again, I could be fucking dead wrong. We don't have the polls to do this shit, but
We do.
okay. Yeah,
Yep,
your brain did the poll.
yep, yep.
But
I
outside of
got
the
10
school,
people in there.
100%. Like at a house party, at like out like maybe even at the game, like a
Yeah,
football game or something, like a
at
school
the
event
game.
or something. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like not at lunch in the
Right.
courtyard.
And then
Nah.
and then she wanted to kiss him so bad, this bitch is over there playing perimeter defense, dude. She's over there guarding the three-point line. Like, "Nigga, you ain't gonna score. You
Yeah.
ain't gonna score. You better kiss me, motherfucker." Like, I was like, "This bitch is over here playing perimeter D on this motherfucker, boxing him out and shit." I was like, "This shit is wild." I've never had anybody wanna kiss me so bad that they're I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to bleep that out. That's a
Yeah.
wild thing to
I
say
was
on
gonna
here.
say, yeah.
I
I was like,
apologize, guys. That'll be bleeped. You won't get to hear how
oh,
funny it
yeah.
is, but it's right,
I don't
you
know if
know?
that was funny. That was kind of creepy.
A little creepy, yeah.
Not
Yeah,
like
that's why
you're creepy, just like creepy,
no, that's
general
why it was
creepy.
funny. But she was legitimately like fucking, you know what I mean? Like she was like, uh, like that's unwanted advances. You know what I'm
What do you
saying?
what do you think about the power she gained from getting the long hair bitch?
Uh
What
I
do you think
wanna see
about that?
more of it before I have an opinion on it, cause it's just like, we only saw, like, super short glimpses in that one fight, and it was like the thing was her speed, right? Her speed
She's
and
kicking
agility.
motherfuckers. I mean, it's kind of like Nezuko. She's just out there
Yeah, but
kicking motherfuckers.
Nezuko had some power, like, they said it, the aliens were like, "Oh, your kicks are fucking lacking." So it's like, I would
Yeah,
like
it's
to
the
see
first
that
hit.
power fully trained. Also, fucking Okarun, fucking grandma told you stop using those motherfucking powers, dude. Like that's clearly gonna go terribly, right?
What do you mean?
The grandma in the first 6 episodes was like, "Hey, I know you have Turbo Granny's powers. Just understand that if you continue to use them, you're gonna fucking have some issues. So don't use them."
Well, hold on. Did she explain what the issues are gonna be?
She did, but I can't remember what it was. It was a
Okay, well that
broad.
sucks. Thank you
It
for
was
bringing that
broad.
up.
I appreciate it. Yep. It was a broad description, but it gives you the gist that it's not good. I want to say she said
Yeah, but
just
not
like
good
you're
can
gonna
be
be
so
taken
bad.
over. I know.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll
I don't really care too much because it's like that's the show. That's his power. So
yeah.
like ultimately he's gonna end up controlling it in some way.
Yep. Yep. And
Like what are
then
they gonna give Turbo Granny her powers back and then
all right. And then maybe you can explain this to me because I might have missed it. But when I was watching, and this is one of the problems I like that we break up the show and we do like part one and part two. We do 6 episodes or four, whatever we end up doing at a time. But it sucks when when I'm like, oh shit, did they explain that? Or did they not? And I've only seen this one once. You know what I mean? Because
I'm
there's a
not
point
seeing what
where
you're seeing some of these times where I'm like, yo, I missed that because you like you'll see things where it's like they explain shit fully and I'm like, I don't remember them explaining this shit fully.
yeah, it's wild, right? How that works. How
Yeah.
both of us watch it, we both pick up too, because you
And
do the same for me.
yeah,
Where
and I'm
you'll say something, I'm like, I didn't
watching
fucking
attentively.
yeah. You'll do that too, and I'll be like, yeah, I didn't fucking catch any of that shit. That's fucking wild. That
Yeah.
was in there? Like, you're telling me an elephant walked right in the middle of the screen and I didn't see that shit? You
Yeah.
sure? You sure that happened or are you lying? You know?
Yeah.
But so I understand that Momo and Okarun can see the ghosts, right?
Right.
But now because of the new power, Ira can see the ghost or can see the not ghost aliens, sorry, the aliens.
Mhm.
Why is it that
She
they're the
touched the
only
golden
ones
ball.
why is it that they're the only ones that can see the aliens? Because everybody should be able to see the aliens, right?
No, no,
Did
because
they explain that?
so the same thing that allows them to see anything is kind of what's driving it. So
Yeah, alright.
Momo was given her thing from her thing. Okarun was given his thing from his thing, which I think
Yeah,
just being nerds and
right,
just reading shit.
right,
But uh Ira only got it because she touched his golden
right,
ball.
right.
And then Gigi got it randomly.
They think
I was
that it
about to say
might
he
have
kind of just
something they haven't explained it out yet, but they think
right.
it might have something to do with the nut. That's what the grandma said.
Right. Well, and even Momo asked him off the beginning, "Did you get it because of a nut?" And then he was like, "No," like he denied it.
Yeah,
So,
but it's
and I
still
doubt it.
it's possible that it was in play there.
I
Who
doubt it.
knows?
I
But
doubt it. I think his is a deeper meaning too, but
I'm
at
sure
the
it is,
same
yeah.
time, it's only them. that can really see the spirits or the or not spirits, the
Yeah, so
aliens
and
and shit.
I literally as you're explaining that, I actually thought of a weird little plot hole that they have, and I wanna see if you had thought about this at all because I just thought of it right now as you were explaining that. Fucking, the so the aliens, they're trying to abduct people to get their fucking banana organs, right?
Yeah, we want your banana
"We
organs
want
so
your
we
banana
can
organs,
and
we want your
see
banana
really what
organs."
your powers
"Yeah.
are.
Oh, here, take my probe." Um,
Yeah,
so they want the banana organs. Why? I understand, like, they mentioned that they're obsessed with those 3 because they have special powers,
yeah.
but they tried to get Momo before her powers awakened, and they didn't get her for the special powers. So if they have the ability to just kidnap people, if these motherfuckers are the ones always putting up a fight, why wouldn't you just go somewhere else and grab other humans?
Yeah, that's where I'm like, I don't know what the catch of the show is. It's a good
Why
point
is
that you
it
brought
them?
up because the biggest mystery to me was when they were naked. So you remember when they were naked and
Yeah.
then the whole class was
Yeah.
like, "Why are
Yeah, I
you guys
remember.
naked
I
laying on each
remember.
other?" That's where I was like, "Okay, what is this show?
Yeah.
Like are they in an imaginary world or
Right.
are they actually experiencing this shit?" Because
Mhm.
that was a big moment where they're like, "Yo, why are you guys fucking naked?" And everyone in the class didn't see any of the shit that was going on.
Yeah.
But they did, but it's not like Bleach, where Bleach, that shit's really happening. Like hollows are really fucking eating people. And some of the people they're eating, they can't see that they're fucking hollows or whatever the case.
Yeah.
Whereas in this show, you're not sure whether or not the aliens are really getting people and grabbing people and taking people in, or
Mhm.
is it just Momo's and Okarun's imagination? I have no clue.
That's fair. Yeah.
They've left that wide open, in my
They
opinion.
have. Yeah, they have. Damn, that's wild. Didn't think about it like that.
Because like, what are they? What world are they in, Shane?
Yeah.
Like, or Kamini Hashira? Like, what
Doesn't
world are
fucking
they
matter
fucking
now.
in?
Just tell the world, dude.
It's just,
Yeah.
your name's gone, man. Everyone knows it now.
Everybody knows it now. Everybody knows, man.
No, but seriously, like, what is? Because I always get down to this: who's the main villain? Who's the main this? Who's the main that?
Yeah.
What is this show?
Well, and that's like so I brought this up in the part 1. And I'll bring it up right now cuz that kind of speaks to it. Like we can't just do 8 seasons or however many seasons, let's say 5, right? We can't do 5 seasons of him trying to find his one ball. That's going to get fucking old real quick.
What's
You're not
going
going to be able
on?
to do it. So
You
like what the
know, like,
fuck is
what is the
really going
point
on?
of the show?
You got to give him his ball back eventually before you get to the end of the show.
But is that? But again, is that the deepest meaning to dandadan? We've gotten through one season, and
Right.
we are at the climax of can he get his nut back?
Right. And I mean, it's got to
Is
like I
that what
said,
you
they
were
got
thinking? Season one of Naruto?
when will he get his nuts back? You know, I can't say I was.
No, you
Can't say I was thinking about his nuts at all.
little bit of a deeper
Considering
meaning.
he's like 7 in the first one, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I
Again, considering that show had more of a deep meaning. It's like,
yeah.
what is this show? Does it
Well,
have a deeper meaning?
and they just put random shit in this
That's
show.
what I'm saying. It's like,
Like
what is the meaning?
like, alright, so now we got dinosaurs with fucking laser beams attached to their heads,
Right.
like a fucking laser beam dinosaur, and then we got what was it? A fucking, mantis shrimp that's also an alien that got fucking the probe thing fucking
His
into the
dick
cop. I
probed
don't
into the
there's
head
so
and then
much
it
fucking
changed into
random
something
shit,
else.
man.
But
There's so
again,
much
what
random.
the fuck is happening? What is going on?
I don't
And
know.
that is what I said in the original review of this show. What the fuck is
You
happening?
know what's funny to think about that I just thought about
Why?
right now? It's actually smart of the writer to do it as ghosts or aliens because since they're not real, that's right, folks, you heard me. They're not fucking real, right? Because they're not real, you can literally make them be whatever you want to be. and you have limitless possibilities. So you can have a
It's like
dinosaur with laser
it's like
beams.
fucking
You can have a kappa. You can also have these humanoid fucking
it's like
robot
All for One's
aliens.
Quarks in My Hero.
Yeah,
It's
just
like,
write whatever in,
just
and that's
whatever the
what you
fuck
got.
you want.
Just whatever you want, dude. It's all
He has a
yours.
superpower where he takes ding dongs away. This is quark. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
And
you
then
can
I
write
mean,
in whatever you
and then
want.
like even like so remember so after they get caught naked and they go through all that shit, right? Remember when Momo's two friends, who I fuck with super hard. Her two friends as comic relief are fucking
Fucking
fantastic.
amazing.
Fucking fantastic. That
They were
story they
like,
make up about the mantis
no,
shrimp.
she likes Okaroon, so
Yeah,
Gigi
that's
can
Okrune's her
never.
man. So you back the fuck up,
Yeah,
Gigi. You're a fucking
according to my
liar.
calculations.
Dude,
I
every time.
was like,
Dude, well,
what
when they
the
ran in the
fuck?
room, remember when they ran in the room and they're like, "Oh, so that's why Momo was mad. She was thinking about the mantis shrimp, trying to get lessons from it so she could learn how to punch Ira in the fucking face like a mantis fish or a mantis shrimp or whatever the fuck they were saying, right? They came up with this whole like weird, fucked up, elaborate story, and they're like, "Yeah, that's clearly
Right.
it."
But at the same time, you're like, okay, so then what is the world? What is the universe? Is it,
Right.
again, is it fake? Is it real? Are they putting us in like some sort of whirlwind of
I
comics?
swear to God, Blackie, if they tell us at some point that this was all a fucking dream, I will burn this bitch to the ground.
I was gonna say, like, what is the point of the
I
show?
will burn this motherfucker to the ground.
Like, all of it was fake,
I will burn
and it's just the
everything.
imagination of them.
I swear to God, if it turns out everything's faking in their head, I will
I have
fucking
a
never
feeling.
I will never watch anime again. You heard it here first. We
No,
will
you
end the
won't. No,
podcast.
no, nope.
That'll be our last
That is a
episode.
lot. Absolutely not.
I will never watch
Absolutely not.
again. If
Absolutely
they tell
not.
us that Okarun was dreaming or Momo was dreaming this
If
entire time, and that's what they
no,
base the show
nope,
on,
he's not
I
saying
am
that.
done with anime for
He's
life.
not saying that.
That's
That's a
how upset
highly
I will
likely
be. Yo,
possibility.
fuck that shit. Especially because fucking Gigi sucks, dude. I fucking hate that dude so much. I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, you are awesome.
He is so extra. He
He's
is
like,
all of the extra.
so you love Momo, no?
I love her face. Well, they have a love. They have a
They
love
have a
off,
love
and
off.
yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
Even when they're doing that fucking weird dance and fucking
Yeah.
around,
Soccer.
I was like, y'all are fucking, dude. Okaru being like, yo, I'm gonna learn how to play soccer. She's gonna be so impressed when Gigi sees me fucking kick a soccer ball. She's gonna be like, oh my god, what a great kick! I didn't realize you're so good at this. I was like, this dude is such a high schooler. It's fucking insane. Do you remember all the shit you thought you
Yeah.
could do to impress girls that doesn't fucking matter at
I
all?
remember shooting a shot in a basketball game and hitting it, and then like looking in the stand to see the girl who came to see me play and be like,
Hey, you see that? You see that? I'm a baller. I'm a fucking baller. I tried to tell you.
"Run
All
back
right,
on
you're
defense."
out. Only points of the game.
Yeah.
She came to fucking. She
Watch me
came
sit
to.
on the bench.
Yep. Fucking wild, dude. Absolutely fucking
Yeah.
wild. And
No,
even just the way, but the way he's even talking to fucking girls, like fucking Gigi, that is, not Okaroon.
I was
But
gonna
like he
say which
talked to
one.
all of them. He's like, yo, cutie, give me them digits real quick so I can hit you
Well,
up.
I love him flirting with the grandma, Psycho.
Oh, I do fuck with that.
Yeah.
I do fuck with everybody being like, yo, she's bad. Even Ira was like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm
Why is
not
your
buying it.
fucking
You're
hot
demon. Your hot ass grandma's definitely not 55. Like,
like,
fuck
why the
out of here.
fuck is she that hot and that
Yeah,
young?
that makes no fucking sense. I was like, what the fuck, dude? And then but I will say I did so that last scene before it closes out where Gigi's like all fucked up from what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? Where he's like wide awake and like scared. And no, you don't know what
I
I'm talking
just
about?
the only the ending scene I remember is when they blow open the wall.
Oh, they show it might be right before that. I can't remember if it's literally right before that or literally right after it. But there's a scene where he's like seeing the alien and he can't sleep and he's like freaking out. He's like, I can't sleep because of you. And they
Oh
show the
damn.
alien. Yeah. That one, as much as I hate Gigi, I
Mm.
was like, that's fucked. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry you're going through that. because the animators, when they drew his face, they did a good job of showing, like, him
How
being
scary.
terrified.
Yeah.
And it didn't even make me, like, giggle, I was like, "Oh, this is fucked." I was like, "He
Yeah.
is fucked up over this."
Yeah.
It got me into it a little bit. That's how you know when you're watching a cartoon and you're just, like, feeling all the emotions that they're
Yeah, but
feeling.
like what are they have so many questions.
Yeah.
Like what is their goal with Gigi? What is his role in this?
Dude, he's gonna get a power, right?
You
He's
would
got
think.
to. He's got to.
You would
They're
think,
gonna
but is
be
does he have to die to get it?
Ooh, that's a good question. He might have to die to get it. And then is it worth it? Is getting a power worth dying and potentially not coming back?
What the fuck does dying mean? Because Ira died.
Yeah. I mean, fucking I still think he's gonna get a power and it's gonna turn into kind of like a old school Naruto Team 7,
Yeah,
where
where it's
there's
them
four
three.
people.
Well, they got the classic three.
Well, three and then Kakashi.
Three and then Psycho, the grandma.
Yeah. Oh, I would I guess that would be a better.
Oh, it's four. My bad. Because
You see what I'm saying?
Momo, Okaru, Gigi, and then Ira. That's
Yeah.
four.
Yeah. That was the four I'm talking
My
to, but I
fault.
think if the grandma was in there,
That'd be a fifth.
it'd be a much closer
I
correlation. Yeah.
I forgot
But
about Ira.
yeah. But it's like fucking I think that's what's gonna end up happening. And I think all four of them are just gonna run around murking up ghosts and shit. You know what I mean?
I hope that they give Gigi a power.
I hope.
I hope that
I
they
didn't
give
know you were from the South. That's
I
wild, dude.
hope they give Gigi a power because Gigi's fucking hilarious.
You love Gigi because he's all extra, just like you on this fucking show.
He's fucking hilarious.
You are
Just
fucking out of
random.
control. Yeah,
Just
I bet you
random.
wish you were that fucking mannequin, dude.
I'm out of control.
That
I'm a
mannequin.
mannequin.
I'm coming.
Oh,
Also, did you
that dude
recognize that voice? Did you recognize the voice?
of the mannequin?
Yeah,
I can't remember it.
Taiju.
Uh,
It's the Taiju voice actor. And I was laughing because he's yelling in this one too. I was like, all I can see is Taiju right now. This is so hard to deal with.
for those who don't know, Taiju from Doctor Stone.
Yep. Taiju from Doctor Stone. I was like, I can't even, dude. This is
Yeah.
Taiju. That dude doesn't look like that's not Taiju. What the
Did
fuck
you
are we
just
doing, man?
start thinking about that,
I
like in
heard well
regards to
what
like
happened
voice
was
actors? Because I
well,
always start to think about that.
I try not to.
I try not to
Um
too, but it's too
but
hard.
but
It's too
like on this one,
obvious.
I was watching it when I was rewatching it. I had my headphones in and I was like doing dishes. And I heard the voice and I was like, so when I didn't see the face and I heard the voice, I was like, that's fucking I was like, Taiju? The fuck? What is going on? And I went and looked at my phone and I was like, oh, okay. So it's
When
just the
it's
voice actor. I was like,
it,
what the fuck happened?
and it's fucking impossible not to because it's like hearing in real in like modern movie times or movie esque
Yeah.
comparisons, it would
Mm-hmm.
be like hearing Denzel over and over again. It's like you can't deny that that's Denzel. Or if you
Yeah.
hear Will Smith where he's like, and you know, it's
Yeah.
like if you heard his voice over and over again in an anime character, you'd be like, yo,
That's Will Smith.
it's fucking Denzel. That's Will Smith,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. And then like fucking what was the point of the mannequin episode?
I don't know. There's got to be a deeper meaning to that too because
There's
they still
gotta be,
have it.
right?
They still have the
Like
mannequin girl living
there's no
there,
way.
and then the guy being the
So
fucking naked guy
let's look small
running.
picture, right? So small picture that it's just showing that she's using her powers to help, right? Big picture, that can't be all that's important that's going on there, right? There's got to be something more to it. They couldn't have just devoted a whole episode to this if it doesn't mean anything. Although they could have because it's anime.
A whole episode to the mannequin
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
It was a fucking pointless episode.
Yeah, ultimately, what happens? I mean, he's still doing his thing, and then he comes home at night or
All
whatever
right.
the case.
Anime creators, if you guys are doing 12 episode seasons, you are not allowed to have filler. Go fuck yourselves. All right. You can have filler if you have 24 episodes, if you have 36, if you have 150, like One Piece. Fucking, but you are not allowed to do filler when you only have 12 episodes. Sorry,
Per
can't allow
season.
it. I
Yeah,
can't allow it.
yeah. I mean, it kind of reminds
Yeah.
me of Demon Slayer. No, like Demon
Yeah.
Slayer kind of
And
does
then
that.
I will say I am excited for the next episodes to come out. So I'm not sure if
Cliffhanger
yeah, yeah, they're at the house and that shit was fucking out of control.
or in the jacuzzi.
Oh, that too. I forgot. Yeah, the jacuzzi too.
That's the biggest thing where I'm
They're
like,
both
yo, they're
going through
but
it.
once again, they're
Yeah,
back to the whole vagina and like creepy old men and in
yeah.
a
Fucking
fucking
anime, dude. Always an anime.
it's always a
Always.
fucking man. It's
It's
always a
always got to be
man.
creepy. Sure
It's
is.
always a man and he's always creepy.
Yeah, but it's like fucking. I'm not sure if the next episodes they put out is gonna be like a second half of season 1 or a season 2. I'm
Where are they
assuming
going with this
I'm
show?
assuming so I will say this, I'm assuming that based on how it ended, that the next episodes that come out are like a second half of season 1
But,
because of where they stopped.
tell me what you think's gonna happen next. So after they get out of this whole like creepy men trying to get Momo's vagina,
Right.
after they get out of this, where are they gonna go with this?
They're gonna go this season or
No,
the
no,
show.
next the show. What is the next season gonna do after they? Because clearly they have to get out of this situation. Uh,
They gotta fix the house.
right prior to the season ending, another jump is gonna happen. Right, like you're gonna see
Yeah.
another moment where it
Right.
leads the
Well,
story.
they
Where do you
gotta
think that's gonna lead to?
I think they're leading to the main villain here. I think they're leading to the main bad guy. At least, I guess that's more of a hope
How?
than a think.
I was gonna say, like, how though?
I think that's more of a hope.
Yeah.
I hope they're
What do
leading
you
I hope they're leading to the main villain here.
That's a
Uh,
good way of putting it.
yeah,
Yeah.
because there's no way those aliens suck. There's no way they can stay the main bad guy. So I hope they're leading to the main bad guy. But if I had to guess on what based on what we've seen, what they're actually leading to, big picture wise, is I think Okarun is gonna get his ball back in the next 12 episodes in the second set, in the second half. I think he's gonna get
Of
his
course,
balls
he's gonna
back.
eventually get his ball back,
I
but,
think it's gonna
like
be in this season or this next thing bit of episodes that come out, whether it be a season 2 or whether it be a second half of season 1.
yeah, but, like, what does that mean? What do you think is gonna happen when he gets his second ball back?
What do you mean? What are you asking
What
me?
do you think is gonna happen
He's
once
gonna
he
have
gets
2
it?
balls.
No,
I
but,
don't
like,
understand what you're asking.
what do you think the show is gonna lead into in regards to, like, okay, you're saying the show's gonna so you're saying in season 2, the ending to season 2 is gonna be him getting his ball back?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you think the next 12 episodes are gonna be about him getting his ball?
I think the 12 next episodes are gonna be about him getting his ball. Yes. That is what
That's
I think.
insane.
But
Do you
to your
not see
credit,
the issue in that?
what we've been talking about, I don't. But to your credit, what we've been
Can I
talking about
expand
is
on
there's
that?
so much random
Mhm.
and it's so all over the place that I honestly, like truly, have no idea.
Okay, well, that's what I mean, where it's
I
like
took a
that's
stab
the
at it.
issue,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
But that's what I mean by, like, when I asked you, like,
Yeah.
what do you not see the issue in this? And
Yeah.
the
That
issue is that it's
that is
like
the issue.
no one knows and no one can accurately say just from seeing the anime,
I
not
was
talking
gonna
about the
say,
manga,
I was gonna say, just so you guys
not
know,
talking about
we
the
say it all the
manga.
time. We don't read mangas. We're not fucking nerds, and we can't
Don't
read.
know.
It is what it is.
We have no clue. We're shooting in the dark here. We've
Yep.
only seen the anime.
Yep.
So the biggest issue is like you guys don't have a purpose yet. You don't have a purpose to the show.
Yeah.
There is
And
literally no purpose.
to your point, they haven't done any.
Your point.
Oh, is that what I said? They
To your
haven't.
point.
To your point, they haven't done anything at all to like show that they're gonna actually lead to a point.
Nothing.
They've done nothing to give us confidence in their ability
So
to
great examples or comparisons. So we're at with dandadan.
right.
What do you think about season 1, Kaiju number 8? Do you feel like you understood the purpose of that show?
Yes, yes, 100%.
100%. You're riding,
Right.
right?
Yep,
Kafka, I'm on your dream. I know what your dream is.
yeah,
We're on the journey with you right now.
yep, yep,
Fucking Windbreaker, Sakura. Do you
yep.
know what the dream is? Do you know what the
Sure
purpose
do,
of the show is?
sure do.
After season 1, boom,
Yep.
you got it.
Yep.
Solo leveling. Do you know what the purpose is? Do you understand what the dream is?
Yeah. Yeah.
To a degree, right?
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
still mystery to the main villain, but
Right.
you know what the ultimate goal is
Yeah.
to get these motherfucking monsters up out of here,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
To find whoever that the
Yeah.
master of the monsters is,
Yep.
whoever the soul
Yeah.
of the system
They
is.
showed us enough to know for us to know that there's a bigger thing going on, a bigger
Yes.
event going on. They've showed
JJK
us that. Yeah.
JJK season 1. Did you know what the purpose of the show was after season 1?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
With with him the
Mhm.
fingers and all that shit.
Yep.
You knew.
So does that
Fucking
so let me follow you up.
I'm rolling here. You know what I
So
mean?
yeah, you're cooking. You're definitely cooking. So is it fair to say then that even though we enjoyed this show and we enjoyed season 1, that it's actually a bad season 1?
It's a bad show.
Is it it's fair to
I'm just
say.
kidding.
It's
I don't
fair to
want to say it's a
say.
bad show.
It's fair to
It's not
say.
a
I disagree.
yeah, I was
So do
about to
you.
say
You don't think it's a bad show
it's not a
actually.
bad show. Yeah,
But I think
no.
it's fair to say
Bad season 1 is a better way
that
of putting it.
that some people could say dandadan had a very bad season 1 because they didn't make it clear on
What's
who
going
they were
on?
trying, you know what I mean? And they didn't give us, so like, to your point that you just brought up, they fucking in Solo Leveling, they may not have given us enough to know what's going on there, but they gave us enough to know that there's something going on, right? They
Something.
haven't they haven't even given us that in this.
Something. What is the
Like
something?
what's going
What's
on?
the something in dandadan?
What's the something? That's the name of my next song.
What's the something?
Yep, name of your sex tape.
Featuring Drake.
Yes, sir. And your sex tape? Wild.
Yes.
That's out of
Yeah.
control, sir. Good for
Yeah.
you. You had to pay big bucks for that, I
Yeah.
bet.
You damn right I did.
All right, you wanna land the plane?
Yeah. Dandadan. I mean, I get it. I was kind of shitting on dandadan at the end there and, challenging the kind of purpose of the show. And I honestly really do hope that in the next season they provide more clarity to what the overall purpose is. If they can do that, then I'll take back everything I said at the end of this episode now. But
That's fair.
ultimately, it is entertaining. I do recommend everyone watch it who hasn't.
Yep.
I don't see the level of hype
That
to
it's
the
getting.
degree that
Yeah.
it's getting,
Still a good show.
but
Still
still
a
a good
good
show.
show. Still a good show. I agree. I don't think
Right.
it's as good as the hype says it is. I like that it's different. I like that it's interesting. I like that it's like a raunchy comedy kind of thing versus just raunchy, right? So we're not just
Yeah.
being dirty for dirty's sake. We're actually kind of being
Being
goofy and giving
funny.
it some kind of purpose. Like I'm
Yeah.
good with
Some
that,
comedic
but
purpose.
it's still not the hype that it got, me
It's not
personally.
something I could be like, yo, this is my top 3. It's
Right.
not something that could
It's
ever
not
even
even
after
it's
season 1, it will
it's
never
not even
reach that.
yeah, it's not even a contender. It's not even something I would give a second
Right.
thought. And that's what you want in a good show. Is you want be like, maybe,
Yeah,
not
like this has
really.
a chance
But
to like JJK, like when that came out,
mhm,
I was like, this has a chance to be my like in my all
in my top
time.
3, yeah. Yeah, but
This
this one,
show,
you don't
no, it's
even.
a palate cleanser in a
Yep,
comedic, raunchy way.
yep. But all right, guys,
Yeah.
we appreciate every single fucking one of you guys. You guys have truly been watching a lot more. We really, really appreciate it. As
Yes,
always,
sir.
please make sure you like, subscribe, fucking
Comment,
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 comment.
comment. Remember, a real friend tells a friend, right?
Yes. We want ideas on different animes that you
Yes,
guys may
sir.
want us to
Yes,
cover.
sir.
What you thought on this anime, Dandadan. What you
Dan to
thought
Dan.
on okay, really?
Yep.
Really?
Really.
What you thought
Really.
on whether or not he was wrong or I was right. All
Which
right, we
I'm
want to
right.
know.
Yep.
We want to know. Comment down below. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir. All right, guys.
it's your
This is
boy,
Comedy Hashira.
Blackie Chan.
We out.
We out.